Oh, fucking some classic English right there. Anybody else who doesn't get like the yeah nahs and stuff like that, like Australia is really good with Aussie slang shit. That's like what is it? Like a positive negative kind of thing. You got a question? What's the question, or whatever? Also, Grim, this is what I was working on today. I spent 10 hours getting my layout set on the new location. This place is also temporarily called Bonwood. So, yeah. But yeah, I'll have like bedrooms up here and some solar. And I have like, I don't know, Grim, if you'll recognize this yet because it's really fucking hard to see. But this will come back eventually. I'm bringing this back from one of my old offline original maps, and I always loved it. I had to copy it size to size because I'm going to do the exact same thing except different. So, yeah, definitely fucking making it challenging for myself with that. I should also, while you guys are here, I'll do butchering too. Maybe we've got a little bit of food. I could probably just put down that up there. It's a really big difference between old internet and now internet because people keep talking about it. Yes. Yeah, there's a pretty big difference between it. So I obviously come from like the time where like you had like dial up and stuff like that, and your computer wasn't automatically just connected to the internet. Same with if you weren't automatically logged into Windows. So you basically like hopped on a computer and you had this thing called DOS. If you wanted to go into Windows, you had to open that application, and then you could do your Word documents and Excel spreadsheets and all that shit. And internet was very much the same. When you wanted to dial out to the internet, what basically happened is um, nobody could make a phone call, and the internet was really slow. So, like, if you were on the internet, or whatever, and somebody in your family picked up a house phone and like tried to call out, they would just have like internet screeching noises. If they did decide to call out, regardless of knowing that you're on the internet, you would get kicked off the internet. That's how it worked. It was so slow. Images were so small back then. So it was kind of like you a lot of the things took ages to download, but they were small in the first place. Like you would take like 10 minutes to like download one image, and it was super low resolution, kind of blurry, kind of pixelated. Like you know how like you might scroll through the internet and just look at memes, and it's like meme, different meme, gif, video, whatever. You hopped on the internet, and if somebody sent you an image, you clicked on it to download it, and you went and did something else for 10, 15 minutes. Like you made yourself a coffee, you went for a walk, you had a chat, whatever, right? You literally just didn't get to sit there and keep using your internet properly. Sarah must be busy. Very curious. That's so good, Waver. You can ask about stuff like that. Um, yeah, I think myself and a fair few people here probably come from that era. So if I don't have the answer, somebody else will. And I did work in computers at some point in time. So, you know, I will have some kind of level of it. But you go do what you got to do. Trying to see if I have anything worth trading. I'm looking at this. I'm seriously looking at it. Like, I've got food. I just can't afford that much. We can afford a little bit. Yeah, I'll be able to afford some. That will help a little bit. It's not going to give us much. I'll get rid of those 2 extra roosters. 5 extra roosters, whatever the fuck it was. And get rid of that. The old internet sound. Good times. So I was listening to something the other day. And I might just slaughter these. So I was listening to something the other day, and it had all the old messenger sounds. And I don't know how much somebody needs to hear messenger sounds right now, But if you need to, you probably should, because holy crap. So there was like, just like that noise that you get, like you come home and you'd hop on your computer and you'd hop on MSN and all your friends would be there, or they might not be online yet, they might be playing games. That was the old way of actually talking to people. Mind you, before that, it was like chat rooms and stuff like that. You used to go into like a chat room and you'd be like, oh, this chat room is about cats. I don't know. Let's just say it's about cats. And you'd hop into a chat room and you'd be like, I have a cat. And everybody's like, oh my god, tell me about it, kind of thing. And you'd start talking about it. And like there were certain things that you'd say when you happened to enter the chat room. And then obviously you could have like private chats, talk one-on-one with people and stuff if like you're getting too off topic and all sorts of stuff. It was great. It's also completely Wild West though. You have a bit more water. Like the Wild West aspect of it was kind of like there really wasn't much kind of, I guess, kind of keeping people on track and safe back then. I sometimes think about it, I'm like, man, I can't believe, like, you know, you could just click into this or that. What the fuck happened there? I'm all sterile. The hen, is it just spawned or something? Hold up. No, you're a 1-year-old. Mate, you're a bit useless to me. Like, maybe get rid of you. The posture check. I am prawning a little bit, Muthless. I think I'll be like caught slouching a bit tonight because I just feel really lax. I spent 10 hours here at the computer today with RimWorld, and after a while, just my body and my back and everything just ached. So my body doesn't want to sit the way it would normally sit at a computer. Like even just like the way my legs are sitting, how they're always sitting. I hate it right now so much. But yeah, I don't know. Mathis, did you ever use like MSN and stuff like that? Because like I understand it wasn't always like super huge everywhere and stuff, but like damn, MSN was just like basically like my afternoon. Like I was starting to work and stuff by that point, but it was still pretty cool. Like back then, it was kind of like before Discord. I think that's why I took to Discord so well. Is just like that was kind of what I had before it. So, you know, it made sense. You go in there, you make friends, you talk to friends. You have all kinds of like variations of calls. You could nudge people. Um, they always were updating it and changing the arrangements, changing the sounds ever so slightly. And I fucking hated that. I think I've come to a conclusion that I just fucking hate like slight changes in improvements. I don't know if you guys know this, but so I logged into fucking YouTube, right? And I found that if I open up 3 completely different video pages, they're all mine, right? If I open up 3 of my videos, it brought up 3 completely different YouTube pages. Absolutely different layouts. And I couldn't fucking believe it. I'm like, I'd never really noticed it until I had all 3 at the exact same time. But yeah, there's one where the what is it? The like and dislike and subscribe buttons off to the side, parallel to the video, and recommended's under it. And then there's one where it has like shorts recommended off to the side of it. And there's a different one that has like just like long version videos and stuff recommended off to the side and like shorts down lower and stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck? I knew they're bringing in something for... Oh, the script's going out. I knew they were bringing in a type of way that when you upload a video, you can have and or run potentially up to 3 thumbnails at once. So as to not like put all of your eggs in one basket on one thumbnail and hope that it does really great and that it's not what turns off people from actually watching your videos and stuff. But in saying that, like, yeah, I didn't realize that YouTube itself was going for the whole thing overall. Also, I'm going to let the cats kind of breed out of proportion at the next location. I'm going to have cats like roaming around, nuzzling the fuck out of everything. tell you that much. I also ended up having another coffee again today, Grim. I think probably that more than probably the egg salad thing really gave me a headache. Although the egg salad thing that I made, not really an egg salad, it's just egg bread thing. It's such a fucking abysmal meal. So I went to make like an egg and lettuce sandwich, right? And I thought I'd be like, where's this? Mad Muffalo. I thought I'd be like kind of creative with it. They might actually attack this. And like, I don't know. Nick had some like pickles and stuff. They're not ones that I really like. I thought, fuck it, I'll chop them up and I'll mix them with like, I don't know, this like spicy sauce and a little bit of what is it? Mustard and some other shit. And then that way I can kind of like mix it all together and stuff. And yeah, like the lettuce was off. I think these guys are going off to attack. Yes. Yeah, they are. Sick. I don't have to do anything. So, yeah, the fucking thing that I put together, lettuce was off. And then the pickles thing that I was making, I think the hot sauce maybe curdled the mustard. If that's even fucking physically possible. Mind you, my hot sauces are a bit fucking wild. I just drink that shit now. And then what else was there on there? There was like egg and mayo and stuff, which of course mayo and the hot sauce that curdled the mustard is not really a smart combination either. I kind of already knew that was a bit of a fail. I'm like, it was too bad. I was already eating it. And then I had like the bread. The bread was just wrong on every possible fucking level. It was just not what I really wanted to be eating. Ram has started to roam right. Why? Why have I got a ram that's roaming? Is this not close? It's not. Or is it broken? This will be fun to figure that one out. No, that's fine. I also am going to use a lot more like walls instead of fences. Next location. Oh, well, somebody's fixed it. Yeah, I see that? It just turned back green. Yeah, so I'm going to try to make it that it's harder for creatures to kind of just roam out. That's my hope anyway. I've got in here. I've got gold and shit. I just don't really want to jettison that. I do want to take my chem reactor. I do want to send batteries. I could send batteries, but I think they are heavy. They're really heavy, aren't they? So weight. Yeah, they're 20 kilos. I could send them, but my person would only be able to carry like 2 tops. So that wouldn't be worth it, and they couldn't carry any food. So that's not ideal. I would have to send out a separate caravan exclusively for that. I don't know if you guys are all in this group. I think you are. I'm like keen to wake up Stone just because I think I think he's gonna head off to the exit. As opposed to if I just wait, he might like fuck around and go, like, I don't know, make a fucking sandwich or some shit. They do that sometimes though. They're like, oh, we leaving? Cool, I'm gonna go take a nap for 8 hours. And I'm just sitting there like, could you not? Not really helping me. I also don't want to get rid of the doors, but what I might do is just say leave them open. Because they're kind of pointless at this point. I also realized that I just allowed the doors to be opened on like harvestable areas. That's not too much of a problem for like here, they're behind something. But I will check that up the top. Let's make sure that they don't impact that at all. But yeah, if I get these to just stay open, it's not much of a problem. Yeah, I didn't think that would bother it. You're hunting, mate. A rat. Alright. I'm pretty sure I've got all of my crops are set to not reseed right now. So that is also useful. It's so weird that I'm leaving behind so much stuff this time, considering how much I tried to scrape out of like the last place. Caravan arrived at Resso. Alright, you. I know I have a lot of what kind of fur with you. Camel hide and stuff. Yeah, there's... Where is the other one? I had something really expensive on her. Maybe I sold it. I would have thought we still had it, but it's like 1,000 and so. We've got packaged survival meals, we've got kibble. I don't really want your orange horse. I could sell some of my animals for money. That one's only just hitting on adulthood. It doesn't change too much either. I guess I need a couple of grand to work with. Like, I could take all their money if I wanted to, but I'm here for a reason. I've got plenty of food. I need chem fuel. If nothing else, that's what I've got to walk home with. Medicine would be great. I think we're okay for steel. From this group, I don't think I need to bring that back. I would like glass steel at like the next place, but I had to sell some to kind of do this. I would also like more psychic soothe pulses, but we'll see. Might be able to get away with one less animal sold. Obviously, they've got components and shit. I probably should just buy them. I just don't have that much more money. That versus steel, I think it uses more components. Pretty sure. Whoa, Jesus, 58 is so expensive. About 9. Jesus, how do I go back that far? Stop it. It's only hit 8. So basically it's either -4 or +34. The hell. Alright, you lot can go back home. So they're on the way back. They're almost there. You are taking forever and a day to get down here. They're still going up. It's really a good thing I gave them more food. I still don't yet have a bigger caravan out here yet. I'm waiting to get 2 main caravans going out and coming up here. That would be ideal. But yeah, I've got all these like little ones that are like so close to it. But since we have, I know they did great to help keep us protected. Since we got some blocks, right, it's not much, but if I could get just the inner works of this building. So I have all this written down for myself, by the way, so that I know what it is that I'm building and stuff. But yeah, I kind of, holy hell, I could barely see that shit. I'll get the inner sanctuary sort of area here. And I'll just pause that too, because I do not want them to fuck off and leave shit open. Do that. Cool. All right. They'll give us at least 1 building. I'll save this twice so I don't lose like a construction and stuff. I don't have enough blocks for the entire building yet, but if Chimpanzee and stuff keeps working on cutting blocks, or Gree, whoever is available, that would be really ideal. Yeah, they should keep going for ages. I'll also ask that they maybe cut down some of the wood that's here. No, I want you to cut it. They could cut some of that. I know it's going to get into winter real soon. How is this for warmth? I don't know if that's slightly better. I guess it's 23 indoors and 16 outdoors. My animals here. All of you guys are set up to be slaughtered. I don't know if they're going to take the time to do it. Let's see. We've got somebody that could do like hunting and cooking and shit. Tofu should be capable of doing that. It just depends what else he's prioritizing at the moment. My caravans arrived home. Nice. Alright. So you guys are back and another one just got out. And that caravan that just got out, wherever it is, this one? Yeah, there we go. So there's the path. It reckons it's like 5.7 days, give or take. But what it's not accounting for is like, that's fine going through there, okay? That's all fine. That is where we slow right on down. Oh, don't do that. Yeah, go up into there. I hate it when it like clicks on stuff. I just want to click off. So like across here, we go 2.5, 1.5. Like it's a couple of extra days worth of terrain in total. Like these guys are nearly here. It's interesting that they're kind of skirting up and around the edge. It makes me wonder what's wrong with these spots. Because it's flat movement difficulty. And these are also flat, so the other thing I wanted to look at too is That's not my faction. I want to look at the land. Average temperature is between 8 degrees Celsius and 30 degrees Celsius, so it's pretty cool there most of the time. So that's kind of good kind of start, because we're going to be moving further and further up here. When you get up to here, the flag, it's going to be like negative 22 to like 24, so it's going to get into like freezing stuff, so I'll have to work with that in the future. Always up back into happily looking around. Or if I can, Sugar Monster took the feather that you gave them and put it in their pocket for safekeeping. I thought you might like to know that. They also really like feathers too, so yeah. I thought I'd let you know. Like, so happily smiling. No, I can admit, like, seeing you smile and stuff is probably like the greatest thing, honestly. I'm also gonna have more water. I swear I'm getting like, oh yeah, I forgot to say that in that egg fucking bread thing that I made, there was also a shit ton of jalapenos and chilies pickled. I was mostly just snacking on those, and now I have reflux. That's my own problem. But really fucking cold water is helping deal with that. Actually, you know what? That's probably what's pissing off my throat. Okay, the cogs are turning now, and I'm starting to figure shit out. So the reason why my throat and my voice are having a shit fit tonight is because I had a bunch of fucking like crunchy pickled chilies and jalapenos and stuff earlier, and it's probably aggravating my throat. I'll drink a bit of water. Hold on. I really wish I had a different drink bottle. The wax tail happily snuggling with Plush. No. Make sure to give Plush like heaps of pats and like cuddles and snuggles and stuff. I actually imagine that like when you pat Plush, I don't imagine you using your paw. I just kind of imagine Plush is like sitting between like your front paws, and you just kind of like pat like the underside of your chin on its like head. That's what I imagine. That's what I imagine happens. But yeah, sometimes it's hard to, catch, because, when I'm streaming and stuff, I don't always get to see what you're up to. But I've got my eyes on Cat, and I'm like woefully distracted by it. It's a purple cat. I'm sorry, this is great. I love it. They're a budding artist and they're a healer. They're great with medical. When I think of a purple cat, right, since I've started streaming, I think of Mega from, her channel, Mega Arts and stuff, which she's like the Twitch ambassador for Australia. So, yeah, I think of her when I think of like a purple cat. But yeah, I think the cool thing is like if I scroll down, you can kind of see on some of these places where we have a design like this is so much easier to see at nighttime, right? Whereas when it was in daytime, fuck, it was difficult to see. But yeah, I've got one building here that I'm going to get established as our first kind of thing. I'm going to work my way out and use what I have as best I can. So previously with Salvation, I built a lot of really big things, like a couple of really big things all at one time. And that was a bit of a problem. So this time I've obviously like approached it more logically. I've marked out everything I want, where I want it. And what I've decided to do is to build it, but only build like sections of it as I can, move into that and use it while I'm building other areas. I think that that's going to probably set me up a lot better than what I did with Salvation and Qulin. Qulin, I tried to... So if I go back to Qulin, what I did with Qulin is I kind of like came in here and I tried to move into these bits back when they were a different shape. That's what I tried to do, is I tried to like make one row and live in that. We had so much problems because I was using marble, and marble's not native to this particular location. The other thing I need to do too is to pull up, not that, I need to pull up all my telescopes. I don't know why I only have 3. I thought I had 4. I have hoops and stuff. Maybe. Hold on. I don't think I'll be able to select them all, but you're back. You had to eat? What'd you eat? Right. I was talking about all kinds of things. Got into like different programs that used to exist before, like Discord and all sorts of stuff. But let's see, I think that's all of them. I'm just trying to make sure I'm pulling up all of the activity stuff that they like playing with. If I don't do that, I'll just waste it. All the lighting and stuff. I know that I put it down. I know that I went through the effort of it. But I've got to kind of like just... I'll be destroying it. Because it's not going to help me. You guys can lift up too. Pretty much once I've got the majority of the stuff that I want out of here, I'll probably just abandon site with whatever's here. And we'll call it Venti. I haven't heard of it. What it's called in English? Yeah, no, I haven't heard of that. I heard somebody talking about something that I think was maybe a sandwich the other day. In Spanish. The only way I could find out was like all the images I looked up to reference it was like a combination of two words into like a localized like slang kind of thing. Not so much like slang specifically, but just like a localization phrase kind of thing, and that was confusing. That was confusing as fuck. I just send that past my cousin that like is learning Spanish because I'm like, do you understand what this is? Because Google Translate's not helping me. And she's like, yeah, I think I can figure it out. With little bits of meat in it. So it's like spaghetti, but square with little bits of meat in it. Okay, so we have a couple things like that. The first thing that comes to my mind is like ravioli, but I don't know if that is that. There is something else as well that does it. Okay, so usually when it comes to like pasta and stuff, there's a whole heap of different names for the different ways that they're like folded and stuffed and what they're stuffed with and cooked, and yeah, the pasta's complicated. But usually when I think of like what do you call it? Like pasta with like meat in it kind of thing, I think of like, yeah, ravioli. It gives feather to a waver. I can tell happily snugly wolfish. Can fly, flies away further I've been given. That is the best. That's the best fucking reaction. Like, we have been questioning if Viking has like magical stuff or not. Because like he keeps coming back with like feathers and stuff, and every so often somebody gets like a really fucking special reaction. Like I think Shadow was afraid of his because it was glowing green and stuff. But it was fine. It turned out to be fine. It was safe and stuff. He was just hesitant. And mine have all been pretty and pretty much normal kind of thing. I think I had an iridescent like vibrant one at one point. That was really pretty. But I haven't had one that can like grant flying. Although I'm starting to wonder where Viking is getting these feathers from. I'm like somewhat genuinely concerned that there's a bird out there that's like getting progressively bolder and bolder over like the last couple of months, and Viking's just like going out to visit it or something. Like obviously I'm not expecting that you're like plucking the whatever creature bird it is, Viking, but like on a side thought, every so often I'm just like, where is he getting those feathers from? It makes me wonder. And then I also sometimes think like maybe he's hunted something. But usually they're too pretty for that, so I kind of think that he's just found them. But it makes me wonder what kind of like creatures and stuff are getting around out in the snow where Viking is. It makes me wonder. This is mine is a chicken feather, and chickens can't fly, so yeah. That's caravans ambush. Oh, wait, is that? We must have been really close. We had to have been just down from my base. I like your name, Psyche. Breathing beautiful, psychopath. Mining animals, crafting, artistic, medical, social, intellectual.